Girl, you so bougie. I don't see no
Hey, check it out. What's going on, family? It is 7 o'clock Thursday night, the livest night of your life. Time for our very own IntellectualRadio.com Candid Talk with myself, Deion Washington. And I have a very special guest co-host with me this evening. My girl Chris is not available tonight. She is out of town. So I brought somebody in very special and near and dear to my heart, one of my co-workers who's going to be hanging out with me for the duration of the show. So I hope everybody's doing well. Again, welcome to Thursday Night Candid Talk. And what's going on with y'all, family? We're going to have a very spirited conversation, I believe, this evening. So hopefully people will be listening, and hopefully people will be wanting to chime in with their comments and whatever else they have to say. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce this young lady to my right, first and foremost. 18-year veteran of Cook County Juvenile Detention Center, a little bit in front of me. And like I said, a very special friend of mine, Miss Shwana Thomas. Shwana, yeah, she's trying to put her phone together, y'all, so I'm going to put her on for real quick so she can say hey to everybody. So
how's everybody doing today?
She's a little nervous, y'all, so don't trip, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about a few things. First and foremost, what I want to talk about with Ms. Thomas is what's going on with you? I know, again, through our conversations and through, our friendship, we've talked a lot about what you have going on, but let the people know what's going on with you.
Okay. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Well, right now I've been off work for 3 years. So in the process of being off work for 3 years, I decided to say, hey, you know something? I need to be doing something with my life while I'm off. So I started a construction company, a Black-owned female construction company. I also created a non-for-profit organization called Women of Wealth Empowerment Group Incorporated.
Yep.
We have everybody from Black catering services, Black nanny services, hairstylists, makeup artists, HR, Alcera HR solutions. We have anything that you can think of. I created the new Black Wall Street of women because one thing we don't do together as Black women, and that's stick together. So I want to change the narrative on that.
Amen. And again, through experience, through knowing her for the last 15 years, I can personally vouch for everything she's saying. When we first really started really getting tight about 12 years ago, she started sharing some stuff with me about what she had going on at that time. And she's only, increased, in the last 12, 13 years, y'all. So get on board because this young lady star is about to take off and you definitely want to be a part of it. I know I'm definitely interested in a lot of the things she has going on, and I want to see if I can, stick my 2 cents in and make it 200 cents or 2,000 cents, to be honest. So we're going to make it work, y'all. We're going to get it together. Black Wall Street, is primed for a comeback. So why not start here? And I'm pretty sure there are other people, other places doing some things, but I don't know them. I know her. And so I'm going to hitch my wagon to her because I believe in her. So again, what's the name of your Black
Organization?
your organization, not the organization, but your hey Sabrina, how are you, sweetie? The construction company, your construction company.
It's called Fairman Construction Company.
Okay.
I also have a sister that's part of Women of Wealth Empowerment Group. She has another construction company. So we have two female construction companies. Hers is also called Pink Hats
Okay,
Construction.
Pink Hats. Yeah, we talked about that before. That's what's up. Yeah. Okay. So anybody looking to do construction, Fair Company and Pink Hats, y'all give them a call and check them out, and most definitely give them a try because they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be a part of an up and coming company, here's your opportunity right here. So if you all have any comments or questions, y'all please chime in, or we on Facebook Live, and you can definitely call in 708-223-8953. So y'all call in whenever y'all want to with a comment, a quote, whatever it is, and we're going to go from there. So tell us a little bit more about upcoming events. You have some upcoming events, don't you? So let us know about that.
Yes, I do. One of the events we have coming up is called Black Wall Street Pop-Up Shop. So I have just about every Black woman in the industry. So right now we have infused products, which of course cannabis products with infused. You can infuse everything from biscuits to nachos.
Wow.
We also have CBD that helps with inflammation, stress, PTSD, sex, and anything else you can think of.
Okay. We're gonna touch on the stress part a little bit later. We talked about this earlier this week, so we're gonna get into that a little bit later. And maybe these CBD oils and these infusions can help out in these areas. So y'all make sure y'all keep your ears open and listen up to what's going on. So. Um, Miss Stewart, my one of my former coworkers when I was at Lawrence Hall years ago, said, "Come to North Lawndale to see the Obama Portraits Lab." You know what, Miss Stewart? I'm not too far from North Lawndale area. Our job is not too far from there. Let me know what day and what time, and I'll definitely try and slide through there. If it's after 2 o'clock, it'll be after I get off work. Anytime before 2 o'clock, I might have to sneak out for my lunch hour if I can and come check y'all out. So give me a date and time, and I'll definitely see if I can come through there. So. We are gonna. Did you hold on? Did you get your charger working? Are you gonna be able to get? It's not. You ain't the
I
cord ain't
need
long
to.
enough.
I got my people waiting on me. They
Yeah. See,
they
she got some
calling and
people on here,
texting,
so
skywriting me.
Yeah. Well, and look, y'all. Here's the thing about text messages. Please understand, it's very hard to read text messages when you're on Facebook Live. So if you're gonna do it, if she is on live, or you can even check me out. My page is open to the public. So if y'all need to comment, even if I don't know your name, I'll read your comments. So all the Chwana's people, if you all are listening and she's not on live, please check me out right now, Dion Washington, or most definitely call in 708-223-8953 with your comment or question, and we'll definitely put you on the air and you will be heard. So with that being said, we're going to slide into our next subject, and we'll come back if we have to some other things. We were talking about mental health. I know a few weeks ago I touched on this subject because I had a very close friend who lost her son to suicide, and I touched on it for a few minutes, and so we're gonna get a little more in depth with it tonight. Uh, so I would like to start off by saying again, just like I said a few weeks back, if you feel that something's wrong, if you don't feel that if somebody is not where they're supposed to be, please check on them. If you haven't heard from your people in a while, please check on them. And I'm talking about not just depression, but people are being diagnosed with paranoia, schizophrenia, and bipolar disease most definitely has been on the rise for some years now. And these things affect people differently, and they don't affect just the person that has the issue. It affects everybody around them, because you can tell what's wrong. If you can't tell what's wrong with somebody, how do you know, what I'm saying, what's going on and how to even treat it? So you need to check on your people. If you know something ain't right, then make sure that they get the attention that they need. Make sure that they get hey, Angie, my wife is checking. Hey, honey, my wife checked in. So make sure that it is that they need, because don't be afraid to talk about it. I know as Black people, we are embarrassed, or it's a shame if you got to go see it. It is that they need, because don't be afraid to talk about it. I know as Black people, we are embarrassed, or it's a shame if you got to go see a therapist, but everybody needs to see a therapist. It don't matter what color you are, it don't matter what age you are, it don't matter, what your background is. Everybody needs a therapist. The richest of the rich, the poorest of the poor, and everybody in between, because we all dealing with some issues. We all dealing with something that, even if it's the same thing, it may affect me differently than it affects you. So with that being said, we need to make sure that everybody's okay. I might not be okay with it where you are. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, you can't assume that since Shawan is handling it, then Dion is going to handle it, because it's not that simple. So please make sure you check in on your people. I know in my past, I've had people who have attempted suicide seriously, you know what I'm saying? And thankfully, somebody was there to talk them out of it and get them back on the right path. But it doesn't always work that simple. So we have to make sure that we do our due diligence and making sure that people are okay, because a lot of us are not okay. A lot of us are dealing with stuff, whether it's recent trauma or, uh, uh, in the past trauma, childhood trauma. We all dealing with something. We, like as the saying goes, we all have our crosses to bear. So, it's sometimes those crosses get a little heavy, and we need some help. And we shouldn't be too proud to ask for help. We shouldn't be, too embarrassed to say, "Oh Lord, there's something wrong. I need some help," because everybody has their own limits. Some people, my limit might be sky high. Well, your limit might be through the stratosphere. So, while I could take a lot, that don't mean I could take everything, and you could take more. So I might need you to lean on in order to get me through. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to check on your people, and don't be afraid to be persistent. If I tell you I'm okay today, that don't mean I'm gonna be okay 2 days from now at the end of the week. So y'all make sure that we check on each other and touch down with each other, because this is a serious issue that's that's enveloping the entire world, and it has been for quite a while. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. So with that being the case, why not reach out? Why not keep an extra eye, here and there on your people, man? And I was just watching the news this morning, and somebody told me, and I just happened to catch it. Some lady up on the north side walking around randomly stabbing people. Y'all know she ain't in her right mind. Now, not to say that she shouldn't be, punished when she's caught, but I'm just saying, what sane person walks around stabbing people like it's okay? Thankfully, I don't think nobody has been killed from it, so we thank God for that. But I mean, who wants to? Nobody volunteering to be stabbed either. So with that being the case, somebody knows this young lady. Somebody knows that she had some issues somewhere in the past, and somebody needs to reach out to her and hey, look, you need to go sit down somewhere short and talk to somebody. And if that's not the case, then of course, now she's facing jail time. And it's sad to say, and I've said this before. Yes, sir. Pick up this. Hello. Hey, thanks for checking in.
Hey, thank you for calling.
Hi, I'm Andy Cooks.
Hi, how you doing today?
I'm good.
How you doing, Andy?
Andy?
Yeah.
You have a question or a comment you want to chime in? Please do.
Actually, I pulled over to stop driving because someone just gave me some wonderful information about calling in. So what exactly is the topic?
We are talking about mental health right now. So I'm gonna let Shawana chime in and she can fill you in even more.
How you doing tonight, Andy?
I'm good.
Okay, well, this is one of the people I work with Women of Wealth Empowerment Group. She is our Black travel agent. So right now, thank you, Andy, for calling. But right now we're talking about mental health. One of the things in regards to mental health that we go through is that as Black people, we were taught, go sit down and pray. You okay? There's nothing wrong with you. So I'm just going to kind of reach out to you. Where do you think we are in mental health in our community?
Good question.
Well, one of the we're in terrible. It's because we were always taught we wasn't taught to share with one another, first of all, and we weren't taught to get help. It was always a secret. It was always, you deal with it privately. But sometimes you can't deal with things privately. You need help. You need tools to help guide you into the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. You are absolutely right. And that's the thing about it. We're too proud to ask for help, like you said, Andy, and not only that, again, our parents told us, you better suck it up. You better, get over it, and this, that, and the third. And while that may help in some situations, it definitely doesn't help in all situations. As the situations get deeper, you need a little more than just somebody tell you suck it up and stop acting like such a softy about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that only helps it helps bury the problem deeper, which means that's even more that's going to come out somewhere down the line, 10, 20, 30 years down the line, when, I have this crazy outburst. This is where it's going to stem from when I was 10 years old or 15 years old. Mm-hmm. And so now all of a sudden here I am 40 running around on the north side stabbing people, you know what I'm saying? Or something crazy, you know what I'm saying? We've heard a lot of instances. We've seen a lot of things, and some people make jokes about people walking up and down the street naked, you know what I'm saying, screaming and hollering, shouting to the top of their voice and stuff like that. These people need help, you know what I'm saying? And so, even though it may strike you as funny for a couple of seconds, after that, it's like, okay, man, somebody got to do something. And again, I'm not saying go up and approach them or drag them off to a facility or nothing like that, but I mean, something needs to be done, because I learned this a few years ago, Andy, and I don't know if you know, but the largest mental health facility in the state of Illinois is the Cook County Jail. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So for us that are not in jail, I get it. We could go through our counselors at work, or we might have some other resources. But how is it that that's the largest facility in the entire state is Cook County Jail? And the crazy part about it is I know a few counselors, I know a few people in the psych department that work over there, and it's like it's 10,000 inmates, and it's like maybe 100, therapists. So you talking about each one of them has 1,000 people they got to see. You know what I'm saying? How does that help anything? Yeah, you sure are right. You sure are right, Keisha. Keisha Carver checking in. Mental health is real. You are absolutely right, and it's a serious issue. Melodious Miles, thanks for checking in. I ain't forget about you. I appreciate you checking in. So yeah, as Black people, as people, period, we definitely need to step our game way up, way up. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, Andy, we are lacking sorely in this issue. We are so lacking in this issue, and it needs to change yesterday, to be honest.
But also, also one of the most important things that we were taught, if you go to therapy, you're crazy, something wrong with you, you're unhinged.
Yeah.
After one thing I really learned to appreciate after this whole year and last year, if we wasn't taught anything, that we all need each other and we all need help.
Yep.
Definitely.
It's nothing wrong with therapy. It's wrong when you don't go get therapy.
Exactly.
You know there's something wrong and you don't have the tools. And a lot of times we pray for God to help us, and God will send us somebody in our life to say, here, you need this therapy, you need to take it. But they're so stuck on what they think
right.
that it should be.
Right.
And they don't see.
Yeah.
And then we have to, in our community with our men as well, we were taught in a time where we just basically, our parents wanted us to be free. They wanted us to be working. They wanted us to be class citizens, to be able to have a better life than when they did.
Yeah.
So when we talk about our mental health, and they're like, listen, you traumatized, you better suck it up and keep it moving. And you don't worry about it. You turned out okay.
Right. You be all right. Right.
It rise up in other aspects of your life. When you gaining weight, all sorts of things, all of this is a lack of getting the help that you need.
Exactly. And being able to reach out. Yeah.
Forward.
Yeah. Feeling comfortable enough to reach out to somebody. Again, like you just said, though, your parents tell you better suck it up. You'll be all right. So you don't feel comfortable saying, hey, man, I need some help. I need at least somebody to point me in the right direction, in order for me to get past whatever issue you may be dealing with. So, and of course, the older you get, the more difficult it is, because you feel like, okay, well, I made it to 30, I can make it to 35, and then you turn 40, and then you're okay. If I made it to 40, I can make it to 50, and while you're doing that, that stuff is being dug deeper and deeper. You know what I'm saying? So, my girl Nicole Timberlake said we did turn out okay, but some of us need more than that. You're absolutely right, Nicole. You are absolutely right. We need more than just being okay, and in most situations, yeah, those kinds of pep talks work, but a lot of situations they don't, you know what I'm saying? And again, just because I can take it doesn't mean the next person can, or just because I can't take it doesn't mean everybody is the same. So we have to, be mindful of that, not just think, oh, well, I went through the same thing. You'll be all right. Quit acting like such a sissy. No, it's not as easy as that. You know what I'm saying? So we have to definitely keep that in mind. Like you said, not be so selfish and one-sided when we start talking to people about this situation.
Can I touch on that there, Wash?
Absolutely.
This is true. Now, right now, I have PTSD. That's something I really don't discuss until I had an area to discuss it. I had a safe place to discuss it. In my early 20s in college, I was shot and robbed. I was shot in my left arm and my right thigh. So he was trying to kill me at the time, to rob me. I played dead on top of my daughter. That was a lot. When I started working in an environment where I saw violence, I was getting hurt. It really brought back a lot of emotions that I tried to suppress. So I started to go talk to somebody and get help.
Yeah, absolutely.
So at that time, we don't go get help. The average Black person in the neighborhood has PTSD. They know somebody that was murdered. They know somebody that was killed traumatically. And we never discuss it. When we start talking about mental health, people say, oh, you crazy, girl. That's okay. I'd rather go talk to someone and be crazy than actually suppress all that and just snap and go off.
Again, when you turn 40, 50, 60 years old, people don't know why you just walking down the street shooting people, or, just babbling, you know what I'm saying, incoherently, you know what I'm saying, to yourself. People don't know, oh, something wrong with him, something wrong with her.
Yes.
Well, it's past trauma that was never dealt with, that has now bubbled over and now spilling out onto everything else. And that's what we need to avoid, you know what I'm saying? So, most definitely get talked to, get treatment, please.
So how do I get my Black man into therapy to talk, to let him know, let's talk about it? So Washington, how do we get y'all into therapy?
To be honest, the man has to be willing to spend to therapy. He has to be willing to, and the sad part about it is, a lot of times, like we have said several times already tonight, we have been taught for so long that, oh, you don't need nothing. Oh, you okay. Oh, just stop acting like such a crybaby, that we feel it's a sense of, it's an attack of our manhood if we have to do this, attack on us as a person if we have to go see a therapist. We can't deal with it ourselves. And that's the biggest mistake that's out there. So for you to get your man to be able to go and talk, he has to be willing to say, okay, man, look, if he really wants to be with you, if he really understands that, you know what I'm saying, this is an issue that needs to be talked about, then he'll go ahead and say, okay, look, let's go ahead and talk about it. I think
Indeed, somebody else is trying to call, and then we're going to have to let you go.
Or you can hold on if you want to, I think. Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Thank you for calling in, Andy. We appreciate it, and we'll definitely touch down again. I appreciate you calling in, and I enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you, Andy.
I really did.
Can you give the number again? All right.
Yeah.
Can you give the number again? Because I got people calling my cell phone.
708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. You know what I'm saying? So Miss Barbara Stewart says sometimes therapy is a good cry. Be mindful of your own emotions and be true to yourself. Absolutely, Miss Stewart. You're absolutely right.
So I know probably around the next 30 minutes, we're going to be talking about relationships, but mental health plays a part in the relationships.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
when you have a lot of stuff going on with you, you take that into your relationship.
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely. How could you not? Here's another thing that I've noticed, and I actually had to talk myself. When I change relationships, I always had to be mindful that I can't treat this one, or I can't have the same expectations from this new girl that I had from the last girl, because everybody's different. So I had to make sure that I knew that, okay, well, this last one, she likes sports. This one might not like sports. This last one like to cook. This one might not like to cook. And I couldn't say, okay, well, I don't like you because you don't like to cook, or because you don't like football, baseball, basketball. I couldn't do that. So you have to be mindful of that.
The men now, no disrespect, doesn't seem like the same men we saw growing up. It seems like y'all too busy trying to impress each other rather than actually court the woman. I use the word court. I see I had Senator Pat on the line. Thank you, Senator Pat. And she does a whole segment on purpose in life with the woman.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like y'all know how to date us anymore.
Here's the thing. Okay, we got another call on the line. Hey, thanks for checking in to Candid Talk Radio on Intellectual Radio. What's your name?
Shatina.
Hey, Shatina, how you doing? She just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Shatina.
Okay.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Ms. Thomas.
All right. Did you have something to say in regards to relationships now?
I'm sorry. Say it again. I didn't hear you.
Do you have a comment in regard to relationships? Do you feel like these are the same men you saw growing up? Are the men different? Do they seem like they want to impress each other more than date the woman?
I think that is true. I think men more or less want to impress themselves because they feel I don't know if they feel because they're in competition with us, but I feel it's more or less of a competition with them. If you do something good, they got to try to outdo you. If you said something wonderful, they got to say something even better. So yeah, I feel that we're in competition with the men, and they more or less in competition with themselves. That is so true.
You know what? I'm gonna chime in for just a second, and I don't have anything negative to say about what you're saying. And I understand exactly what you're saying, and it's amazing that you said that, because this is something that I actually have thought about too in the past. For guys that insecurity, that's really sad. That I like you, I like everything about you, but I feel like I'm in competition with you, or I feel like if you one step ahead of me, then there's something wrong. And that's for lack of a better way or more professional way of putting it, that's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because if I like you, then it don't matter if you make more money than me, or if you are more popular than me, or if you could do something better than me. I don't care, because simple fact that you like me, that's all I need. And that's all it should be about. But y'all both are absolutely right. You have a lot of cats that feel like if I'm not better than her, if I can't do better than her, then it's something wrong with her. That's what they'll do. They'll make it seem like y'all the crazy ones, not them. You know what I'm saying? And it's their own insecurities that are killing them. You know what I'm saying? That probably has destroyed every relationship that they've had. And that's the sad part about it. You know what I'm saying? That they, again, my former sister, well, my sister-in-law, my wife's sister-in-law, she got remarried about 15, 16 years ago. Good guy, everything was cool and everything. First time they came over to our house to hang out as a couple, me and him went in the basement. I was showing him around the house and this, that, and the third. And he came at me like, man, how do you do it? I said, how do you do what? He's like, man, I don't understand how, what I'm saying, you okay with your wife making more money than you. I said, here's my thing. As long as all the bills get paid, I don't care who make the most money. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like I'm not contributing anything. I'm not some, useless bum just living off of her. I make money. So my idea is, hey, look, if you got the money to pay the bills, I got the money to go on the trips. How about that? I got the money that we can put away for a rainy day. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter as long as everything is covered. That's all that should matter. You know what I'm saying? Now, I get it. In a perfect world, you might be, okay, I'm the man. But come on, man, this ain't the caveman times. You know what I'm saying? You ain't go hit over the head, drag into a cave, and go out and hunt buffalo with your hands. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the whole thing about it. We got another call coming in. Sakina,
thank you
for calling in, but we're going to let you go so we can check on this other call.
Julie, I need you to call into the radio
You
show.
too. Thank you. Take
I need
care,
all my ladies, Talika, Guana, Julie, all my Women of Wealth Empowerment Group Incorporated. I need you guys to call into the radio station and tell me what you think about these relationships. I really believe Facebook and Instagram have tainted relationships.
IntellectualRadio.com, Candid Radio. What's your name, caller?
Good evening. My name is Guana Stamps.
Hey, Stamps.
Oh, Miss Stamps, Stamps, my girl.
She got a transportation service. Go ahead and shout out your transportation service, Guana Stamps.
Keep it moving in associates, MZ.G.
There you go.
CEO.
There you go.
Yeah,
hey,
the
look,
women are representing. Thank you.
I'm going to give y'all a little background on this lady that's on the phone right now. One of the hardest females you ever want to be associated with, but you know what? You will ride or die with her to the end. Every time I work with her, I honestly could close my eyes and go to sleep because I knew she was going to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? And she knew that I had her back if necessary. She knew how to talk to these kids. She knew how to pique these kids' interest, and she knew how to calm down any situation that may arise. So, Ms. Stamps, it's a pleasure to hear from you. I'm so glad to see you. I haven't seen you since last summer, since when we was over there on 86 at one of the nurses' houses. So I'm glad you called and checked in, and I'm glad to know that your business is thriving, and hopefully we can even get it to higher heights. So, thank you for calling in. Thank you for checking in with us. So you have yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
First of all, I'm very honored to be in this conversation at this moment.
You are welcome.
And I give all the praise to God.
Amen.
I love you both. You all are doing something very amazing right here.
I love you too.
Now,
thank you.
As a mother of sons, and I'm looking at adult sons, I'm looking at Black men. I came to the realization that part of the problem or the situation that Black men are in and having is that at some point we catered too much. I myself is guilty of that.
Yeah.
And when we cater, we don't
Z,
know
what's up,
that
bro?
we're damaging.
Yeah, definitely.
We're harming.
Definitely.
As a woman today, I consider myself as a proud elder, and that is because I outlived my mother, the Honorable Queen Marion and Singer Stamps. I've outlived her 6 years, and I evaluated life.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna give you this, and then I'm gonna be done.
Okay. Hey, Ada, thanks for checking in.
As for myself, Guana Stamps, I will no longer try to be everything to one man. Mm-hmm. When we look at our history, in our history as African people, there was multiple wives. And I didn't figure this out until this year that there was multiple wives because everybody had a role to play.
There you go.
708-223-8790. Eight
The
nine five
children
three.
got taken care of. The businesses thrived. That man was able to do whatever it was he had to do to solidify and to build and strengthen that family.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I want every sister that hears me. We were taught, we were miseducated to believe
Okay, Z.
that we were supposed to be everything to that one man. Wrong. That's why the China men thriving, the Irish men thriving. I ain't saying these people got multiple partners, but what I'm saying is the reason why they thriving. And I can honestly say today, as long as it's understood that I am the queen, I will help my king pick and choose whoever I want in our family.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen. Amen.
I'm okay with being the head woman and nurturing these sisters so they'll learn how to take care of these men.
Okay.
Because our men are messed up partially.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Hey, Miss.
All right.
I'm ready.
Thank you,
All
Miss
right.
Stamps. We appreciate you calling in. Somebody.
So much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do your thing.
All right, I got you. Women of Wealth Empowerment Group Incorporated.
We got another caller coming in.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
We got another caller coming in. So, Miss Stamps, we're gonna let you go. I love you.
All right,
Take
thank
care.
you.
We'll talk soon.
Thank you. Love y'all.
All right.
Love you.
Bye bye.
Number
Yeah.
is 708
Shannon, what's up,
223
mama?
8953.
Caller coming in. Hey, thanks. Uh-oh. Did we lose him? I don't know, we might have lost that caller, but interesting comments from Miss Stamps, man. And again, everybody that checked in, Shatia and Shatina, I'm sorry, and first young lady,
Indy.
Yeah, again, we appreciate your comments, y'all. Thank you all for chiming in, and for those that agree, for those that don't agree, that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate the
Comments.
the comments most definitely.
I see you skipped over what I had asked you.
No,
You
I didn't
hear
get a chance. No, I didn't get a chance to. The thing is this.
That Facebook, Instagram is deadly to relationships.
It is, man. But it's a lot of things that are deadly to relationships. And here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna switch gears just a little bit. We're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of what this whole conversation is supposed to be about. Okay, we got another call coming in, so y'all please give me 1 second. Hey, good evening. Welcome to IntellectualRadio.com, Candid Radio. Caller, what's your name?
Hello. This is Alsara.
Hey, Alsara. Alsara is part of Women of Wealth Incorporated group. She has Alsara HR Solutions. Hey, Alsara.
Okay, how you doing, Alsara? Nice to meet you.
Hey, how are you all doing?
That's Miss Hayes.
Okay, Miss Hayes. Okay, I should have known by the first name. I know who you are now. I know who you are. I'm sorry, my fault. My fault. You know what? I got caught up in it.
No other.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I should have known. I should have known. I'm sorry. I was sleeping. So I apologize for that. But thanks for calling in. You have a comment or concern you want to voice with us tonight?
Hey, Felicia.
Okay. You guys are talking about healthy relationships, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Chris.
Okay. So, first of all, I think we have to go back, I really know we have to go back to the basic fundamental principles of family. And with that, you have to incorporate unconditional love. But everybody, I think society now really doesn't understand unconditional love, which is part of growth.
Okay.
It goes through those vows, through the good times, the bad times, and everything. And until you really, truly understand the value of family, the value of support, the value of investing in your family, investing in your wealth, investing in the next generation, I believe you're not going to be able to give that to anyone else to build in a relationship. Because you have to take Alsara when she up, when she down, when she bad, when she broke, when she doing well.
All phases, yeah. All phases.
Accept my
man when he, hey, when he has money, when he doesn't have money, when I want to build him up and not tear him down.
Right.
And it's just a lot. We have to understand to nurture, to love, and we all have to grow. And I think relationships will get better and you'll be able to build a relationship when you truly get to the point where you want to invest in a person unconditionally.
Definitely.
That's when you will be able to grow, and then you can grow a healthy family.
Right.
And you'll be able to deal with, I believe Shawana talked a lot about different things with mental health. We all come in, I don't care what nobody says, we all come in with baggage. I don't care what the background of your family is, whether you're rich, poor, whatever, educated, uneducated, whatever society labels on there. Everybody, as one of my uncles said to us about 3 years ago at a family function, everybody is walking around with mental health issues.
Yep. This is true.
Everybody you pass in a store, everybody is like they said, the whole saying, The Walking Dead. All of us have mental health issues. They're
generationally.
Just on a different level.
Yeah.
They're just on a different level.
This is true.
I mean, just going to work every day, we endure some type of mental health.
Yeah.
Some people can cope better than others, and some, you never know what's going on. So, that's why, my specialty is human resources, relations, and things like that. And I always keep that on the forefront of how I treat people, because you never know where they're at. And you have to treat people with dignity and respect.
Absolutely.
And incorporate that in your relationship.
Yep.
In your relationship, your partner is your customer.
Right.
Your partner is the backbone of your business.
Yeah.
And they're a representation of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. 100%.
Felicia said communication is the key.
Training each other every day.
You're right. You're right.
We want to be treated how we want to be. So when you are in relationships, I think I didn't really hear, it was a lot of static before, but I think I saw the comment. When you start competing with your partner in not a positive way,
you messing up.
You're beating them down.
Yeah, you messing up big time.
Man, we can't beat each other down.
Yeah.
We can compete in a healthy way.
Right.
Like, hey, hon, you told me you wanted to work on your master's degree.
Motivate.
We set some goals.
Right. Motivate each other.
Yeah. What's
Absolutely.
your goals? Things like that. That's how I would like to compete.
Right.
Hey, hon,
right.
Look, in 5 years,
we need to be here. We were trying to right.
Right. Here.
That makes sense.
I believe those are ways to deal with the healthy relationship.
Absolutely. We appreciate the comment out there. We thank you so much for calling in. And from here on out, when I hear the name, I'm gonna look for you and you only. So
Alcera HR Solutions.
Yeah, exactly. So
right. Absolute Alcera.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Other stuff.
We got another caller coming in, so thank you. We're gonna say good night to you, but we again appreciate you calling in, and we'll look to talk to you sooner rather than later.
All right.
Take care.
Yeah, a lot of great solutions here, man, from a lot of people. Okay, here we go again.
This is a hot topic.
This is definitely a hot topic. Hey, thanks for checking in, Candid Radio, Candid Talk on IntellectualRadio.com. What's your name, caller?
Julie.
Hey, Julie. Julie is part of Women of Wealth Empowerment Group Incorporated. She does natural hair. Go ahead and tell them about yourself, Julie, real quick.
I always like a delay. I'm listening to you on my other phone. Hey, everybody. I just wanted to say, my name is Julie. Like she said, I am a natural hairstylist. I also do chemical styles in a healthy way. I'm a part of a CBD company as well. And Women of Wealth is just amazing. I'm just so happy to be a part of that group. This group, Shawana, thank you so much. But I was calling to piggyback off the conversation about relationships. And I think for our young women, it's important to instill that they know their value.
Definitely
their work, and to have standards and not to sway from those standards, and to ask specifically for what you want.
Not to be vague, because you will get what you ask for. Trust me in that.
Right.
So it's very important to just let these young girls know, that just know your value, know your worth, and to, demand respect, and to respect on the other end, to also give respect.
Absolutely. I hear you. And that makes perfectly good sense, and it's a great advice to pass along to women as well as men, looking to be in a deeper, more meaningful relationship with somebody. You learn your partner, So if you do that.
Sometimes you never really know your partner.
No, not at all. I did not. I'm sorry. Somebody just told me that I was checking myself out again, and I promise you, I was not doing that.
I think so. I think he is too, because he'll look in the phone and start smiling. So I'm with you.
Anybody to chime in I don't need this. I really don't, y'all. I'm sorry to break from the subject. You know what I'm saying, but I'm not doing that. If anything, my eye was itching. So
yeah, okay.
What I'm saying? So anyway, I'm sorry. You go ahead. Go ahead. What you saying?
It's all good. I mean, I'm pretty much, I think that's about it for now until the next subject you all talk about.
Okay. Okay.
I just wish, or, for me, when I talk to my kids, I'm always uplifting. I'm always positive. I'm always encouraging. Mm-hmm. I'm always, letting them know that you can do anything you aspire to do.
Yes. Absolutely.
It's all at your fingertips.
Absolutely.
You all have help, and don't be afraid to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness.
There you go.
It's a sign of strength.
Exactly, because you can only get stronger when you ask for help, because we have to know that we don't know. Right, we don't know everything, and somebody else is bound to know something that we don't know. So for us asking for help, that makes us smarter to be able to, if we can do that, and not feel like we being weak or we being, soft or anything like that. So that's how that works.
Exactly. My motto for my kids is a closed mouth don't get hurt or fed.
That is, squeaky wheel gets the oil. That's what I was told. So, that's how we got to do it. So we appreciate you coming. We appreciate you calling in.
Yes. Love you, Shawana.
I love you too. Thank you.
We'll talk to you later. Take care. Okay. Bye-bye.
Felicia said we just all smiles.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with it. Like I said, we touching people's hearts, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, and you can tell by the amount of comments that's coming in. Yep. And we have another one coming in, so we're going to answer this call too. Hey, thanks for checking in. IntellectualRadio.com. Candid Talk caller. What's your name?
Tracy Quinn.
Hi.
Construction.
Okay, Tracy. Good to meet you.
Hey, that's my sister, and she's part of Women of Wealth Empowerment Group Incorporated. She'll tell you about herself, but she has the all-female construction company.
Welcome, Tracy.
Thank you. I just wanted to say great job, sis, as usual. Enjoying the topic. And just briefly, I just wanted to expound on relationships as one who's been in all types of relationships, from marriage, divorce, abusive relationships. And one thing that I can say, and piggyback off of Julie, number one is respect, but most importantly, again, is love, because hurt people.
Definitely.
And, two, it's about obedience. If sometimes it ain't meant for you to go into a relationship. You may be going into it just for a temporary pleasure, and then it ends up causing a whole bunch more pain than, knowing you weren't supposed to be in that relationship.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So one, I think, is being connected to the source, being connected to your Heavenly Father, and acting on. If he say don't.
That's it.
If he say go.
That's it.
And then if you're in that relationship, and things aren't going, even with marriage, prayer works.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely.
Prayer works. And one of my favorite movies I saw was War Room, because prayer changes things. And so for those that are in marriage, and
Brenda, 708-223-8953.
We all cut up and we all get in our flesh. Sometimes we get tired, but the thing is not getting weary.
Exactly.
And well doing. You push through. I love these relationships that are like 70 years or 40 years. My grandmother, she was married, got divorced for 40 years, and then remarried back after 40 years when she was 70.
Wow.
Back to her husband. Okay.
one thing I learned was that love was never lost for, even though my granddad was all over the place, of, famous musician, but she still had that love for him. Even though she had cussed him out, but she still had that love for him, and it was through prayer that brought them back together. It was through forgiveness. Okay. Forgiveness is key. Forgiveness is key, because at the end of the day, if you're not supposed to be with that person, and you turn
8953,
you in a way of escape.
8953.
I just wanted to say that prayer, forgiveness, and operate in love in all, no matter what.
Amen. I appreciate your comment. We thank you for commenting.
Thank you.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to touch base with what we were supposed to start. Well, the meat and potatoes. A friend and I were having lunch last Friday, and she asked a specific question. She just got out of a 17-year relationship with her boyfriend last year, and so the question she asked me was, how do people deal with long-term relationships? Not married, not even close, but I'm your boyfriend, you my girlfriend for 5, 10, 15, 20 years or better. So that's the question that I'm posing to y'all, family, is how is it after about 4 or 5 years that, he ain't even thinking about popping a question, you ain't even thinking about him popping a question? How are you all right with that? That's my question tonight. We're going to see how many people we can get to call in or comment on our Facebook Live about the situation.
Okay, I'm going to start. You already know I'm ready.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting here going back and forth.
Kick it off.
Okay, first of all, that woman wants to get married. She may not want to lose him, so she may not bring it up. Sometimes we get so complacent. We just stay because we like, man, we've been here a long time. We used to him. He's used to us. Mm-hmm. So let's just kind of stay here. But to me, we do ourselves a disservice to stay in a relationship like that.
Hey, caller, thanks for checking in to Candid Talk Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. What's your name? Falitha?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Hey, Talika also works with Women of Wealth Empowerment Group. She has a cannabis business where she infuses products, everything from nachos to chicken to pound cakes, called Heidi's Fly Treats.
Okay, Heidi's Fly Treats. Okay. Thanks for checking in with us. You got a question, comment, or concern you want to voice with us tonight?
Yes. Yes, Brenda.
About that long relationship.
Yeah, we all do, I think, to be honest. So, my thing is that here's my thing. Before you comment, real quick, after about 2 or 3 years, I got to figure out where we're going, and I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? Where are we going with this? So ain't nowhere. I say that to say ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna drag you out past 4 or 5 years without saying, okay, look, we gonna do this or we ain't. That's just me. So I'm gonna turn it over to you, and you go ahead and voice your concern.
I totally agree with that. At some point, you gotta know when you enter that relationship if you want marriage or you just want to date.
That is.
And so I just think sometimes the communication in the beginning is not there, and so they courting each other because they like the physical.
Right.
They're not paying attention to the mental.
Absolutely.
Yep. Spiritual at that.
Absolutely.
That's how you can be with somebody for so long and not even know them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're there that time, but you're not paying attention to.
You can't be.
What makes them smile, what makes them happy, sad, or any of those.
Right. Absolutely.
Existing.
Yeah, and I mean, and it's sad because my thing is, my question is, how do you get that comfortable again after so many years that you just okay with what's going on? That means, what are your aspirations in life? If you just okay with us,
Amen.
Just, you being at your mama's house and I'm being at my house, whatever the case may be, where are we going with this? You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, there has to be some sort of end game to this. That's my whole thing. But again, I'm one of 8 billion people on earth, and I get it. Everybody may have a different opinion, and I feel differently about it, especially the brothers. I hate to be putting y'all in this position, fellas, but it is what it is, man, because, again, I get it. She might be the dopest, finest, cutest, most shapely woman you ever met in your life, but I'm saying after 17 years, this is all you want? You know what I'm saying? This is all you want, man? Like, man, if that's the case, man, they got some nice looking hookers somewhere. You can just find one of them whenever you need those needs satisfied. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case. So, But again, I'm just saying that I hope nobody consider me a sellout or nothing like that, because that ain't the case, man. I get it. I've been married 23 years, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm
But it's
just
a
saying.
backstory.
I think sometimes they need to, in order for them to get it. Like, if no one's telling them the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, they talking to each other. It's okay to date her. She ain't going nowhere.
Wow.
Seeing she and all that. No. You gotta have a purpose for her life. And
Absolutely.
for yours.
Absolutely.
Like, we gonna get together or we not.
That's it. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate your
Thank
concern.
you.
We got another caller, so we're gonna let you go again. Thank you so much, and please tune in again and check in with us again.
All right, thank you.
All right,
Thank
take
you,
care.
Talika.
Yeah, man. This. Okay, well, here we go. Hey, you are on IntellectualRadio.com's Candid Talk. What's going on, caller? What's your name?
Hi, my name is Brenda.
Okay,
Hey,
Brenda.
Brenda is part of Women of Wealth Empowerment Group Incorporated. Brenda has an online soul food catering service.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. We need some more of those in Chicago, because the ones we got have fallen off tremendously. So we're looking for somebody to pick up the baton and take off with it. So, Brenda, you might be getting a call from me sooner rather than later.
All right, then. That'd be wonderful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's your comment and concern tonight?
Okay, I couldn't really hear the conversation.
Okay.
It was so low, so I was calling because I was told to call by Shawana. I haven't heard the conversation from the beginning of the question.
Okay, we'll talk about long-term relationships. I have a dear friend of mine who just got out of a 17-year relationship with her boyfriend. And so the question she posed to me last week while we were having lunch was, how do people deal with long-term relationships like that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah.
I don't think I would, not personally myself, I don't think I would stay in a 17-year relationship with a man and not have some kind of commitment as marriage or anything.
Yeah.
Because there's too much there. You give all your life to someone.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I do that as a woman.
Yeah. And you know what? We talked about that. You know, I touched base with her, last few years, because we normally go out like once a year. We hang out, and we, catch up with each other. And every year I wanted to ask her that, but I was like, hey, look, it's not my place to ask her that. She's okay with it. So how could I not be okay with it? But what I did say to her in the same vein of what I just said was, when you get tired, you'll know. So it don't matter how I feel about it. You'll know when you've had enough. And as my mother will say to us right now today, you like it, I love it. So again, if it's 17 years, 27 years, hey man, look, you the one got to live with the decision you made. Again, now, am I concerned about it? Absolutely. Do I want that for you? Not at all. But I can only say, hey man, look, when you had enough, you'll know. And eventually that's what ended up happening last year. She had enough. She was moving in one direction. He was standing still in his lane. And it was just like, man, I can't keep doing this. So she finally figured out. And she's still young, relatively young. She's still, in relatively good shape. So she's not, it's not like her best years are behind her, because they definitely are not. So she gonna be all right. She's definitely gonna be all right.
Years ago.
Definitely.
One thing I heard about it being in my 54 years, if it's not broke, they're not going to try to fix it.
That's it.
So you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So it wasn't broken. He wasn't going to fix it. And that was just that he was cool with that, just riding along on that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. As my dad used to tell us all the time, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's another way to look at it. So, just, like I said, she wised up. She woke up, she opened her eyes, and I'm happy for her. She is definitely, again, on the ascension side. So, like I said, she got a lot of great years in front of her still left. So she just got to put herself, in the position that, hey, look, when the next guy come along, a guy that really is real serious about it, then I'm going to be ready for it, not treat him like we talked about earlier, like the last guy, or you just going to waste my time and this, that, and the third, because you don't want to block what could potentially be, your soulmate, your husband, and stuff like that. So,
I'm going to say one more thing.
Surely.
Tell her she needs to take time for herself.
Oh, yeah.
And know what she wants and what she's going to not receive from a man. She has to know what she wants and love on herself.
Absolutely.
It was not
Love you too, Sabrina. Love you too. Thanks for checking in. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
calling in and
Brenda.
checking in with us. And we'll talk to you sooner rather than later. Take care. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, when when she asked me the question, it brought up all the other conversations that we had, with the things she was telling me about with him, from the last, I'm saying, again, at least 10, 12 years. And it was just, I tried to be the perfect therapist, sit and listen. You don't say, and wow, that's incredible. Or, how do you feel about that? But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, girl, you done lost your mind. You know what I'm saying?
If you got a curse, I'll pay for the job. I'll pay for the job.
Man, it's just like, come on, shorty, I know you know you can do better than this. You know what I'm saying? So why is it that you keep allowing yourself to be put in this position? That's what I wanted to ask. And if you if you still listening, honey, you can text me later on. I'll be up to about 11 or 12 o'clock. So text me, or you can even call me. I know you get off work, I think, at 10 or 11. So call me. I'll be up. I ain't going, because I ain't got to get up in the morning, so I ain't going right to bed tonight. So
Can I touch on that, though?
Absolutely, sure.
I know you say you've had many conversations with her, but did you go back and ask her about her dad? Was her dad in her household?
Oh, yeah.
Did you go back generationally? Normally, when women are that broken, it's their mother's mother. We have to break the curse and the cycle. And we keep talking about the women. All the women are calling in, which is great. But where are the men? Because the men lead. Where are men? Because the men are broken, which in turn we accept that because we think all our men are locked up in jail or they're dead. So we have been told generationally that we don't have a lot of men, and we kind of accept a lot of stuff going on.
This is true. And hey, look, family, we got to get ready to wrap it up. It's been a fast hour, but we appreciate all the calls and concerns. We thank you all for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all keep that number, lock it in, because we'll be back next week with another topic. So I want to take this time out to thank my girl, Shawana Thomas, for checking in. Black Wall Street is definitely in effect. Y'all look for them. And for everything else,
pop-up shop, July 18th in Lansing,
y'all
noon
make sure y'all
to
touch
5
down
at Strokes and Toast in Lansing on Ridge
Absolutely.
Road. Thank you.
Y'all take care. God bless. Good night.
God bless. Thank you.